Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a great day today, Wednesday. Had a pretty good day today. Once again, this strategy is just absolutely, absolutely just amazing. It's so consistent, so easy once you get the hang of it. I urge everyone to give it a try and just test it out for yourself. And I think you'll see that it's probably one of the best strategies you will use as well. I believe. Of course, I have a bias because I'm using it every day and it's working for me. So hopefully it'll do the same for you. So I'm just going to go over the strategy itself, how I used the strategy today, and also mistakes that I made today. And I think that that's an important for us to look at so that we can get better each and every day and just try to improve on our trading. So today, my mistakes were basically I uh, I got into trades when I shouldn't have, or a trade when I shouldn't have, which caused me to lose the most money in one trade today. That was a minus $680 loss, and I'll get to that in just a minute. But first, I use the Anchored LRC strategy. These are the Anchored LRC lines. They are anchored at specific points, 4 a.m. to 9:29 a.m. every morning Eastern time. You can get my indicators on my Discord channel if you are interested. I have all my indicators available in there. We also use with the strategies. It's very simple. It's the Anchored LRC. I also provide support resistance levels each and every day for everyone on Discord. You can upload it in the morning before market opens and place those support resistance levels on your charts. That way you're ready to go and you kind of have target levels to aim for. I also use the 200 EMA, the 20 EMA, as well as I always trade or take my trades using the 2 minute time frame. I found that over the years of trading that is best for me. You can use this strategy with any time frame, 1 minute, 5 minute, however you may want to change your EMAs to accommodate those time frames. I also draw in what I call the long LRC, and it's literally the same linear regression channel with standard deviations. And I'll show you it here. It's this tool right here, and I'll just do a generic one right here. So I go back and I'll draw it over a distance, and my tool has several deviations. So you have the mean, which is my pink dash line, my small dash, which is the like a kind of a reddish color, is a 0.5. Light blue is 1. Dark blue is -1. The the gray solid is um, 1.5. Gray dashed is -1.5. Yellow is my outer, which is a 2 deviation, and orange is also my -2 deviation. So it's 0.51, 1.52. If you want to set up your disc, I can show you when you set it up. This is how I set it up. Zero point 0.5 or minus zero point 0.5, zero point 0.5, 1 -1, 1.5 -1.5, 2 -2, and that will set your long LRC channel up. I do have a dedicated video just for that, so I won't go over how to set it and how I use it as much, but I do set it, and for me it's absolutely imperative to use now that I've started using it. So I urge you to at least give it a shot. It's very beneficial for swing trading and intraday trading. It's just quite amazing actually. So anyhow, I'm going to get into today's trades. I traded Tesla. I traded Qs. I could have done better on all of these, but I think we can say that each and every day, right? You never know um, perfect timing. So you just have to trade what you get with the market. So today I noticed that Tesla was below the 210.50 level, which I had on our charts. And uh, what I was watching is how tight the 20 and the 200 were. I've noticed that, that's kind of important pre-market. And I also use, oh, let me show you this real quick and I'll get back to this. I have grids set up on other monitors. So I have two grids of 12, which gives me 24 charts that show me every morning. I can just glance at my charts and I know right where each and every stock that I want to trade is and how it's reacting with the LRC, the 20, the 200 EMAs, and my levels. And I also always have daily SMAs on my charts, guys. If you've never used them, those are also in my indicators. You must have daily SMAs. Those are not MAs, they're daily SMAs. They're dailies. So they never change regardless of your time frame. And I use the 20, the 50, the 100, and 200. And it's imperative to have them because they are big levels that stocks will use as support and resistance. So you're welcome to come in and grab those as well. So let me get back to Tesla today and I will show you. This was a beautiful setup. I could have done better. I traded to my target was 215.78. I was hoping to get to 220 and we did, but I didn't hold it. So that's where I've got to get better. So I'll go over how I'm supposed to use my strategy and how I used it today. So first off, I saw the price push above and hold above 210.50 in pre-market. Then I noticed we had really strong buying power that pushed above my outer LRC. And usually when you have that happen right out of the gates, you pretty much have a breakout move. So I got in immediately on this candle. As soon as this candle opened and went above, I got in on this candle. And I bought, I think I bought 10 contracts or 8 contracts. Either way, it doesn't matter. I bought, let's say 8 contracts. And when I went up to here, I was up a good amount of money. I took off 6 contracts. I had this pullback. I added right here as soon as this started waking up. So, one thing you have to do is you have to learn price action. It's again, I think that's the most important thing for trading, guys, is price action and levels. All the crazy indicators, all they're going to do is get in your way. That's my take. That's my opinion. I have yet to see an indicator over many years of trading really work out. They give you idea, they give you guidance, but they also give you false information because honestly, every single indicator only provides data based on what is happening. So it can't predict anything. So anyhow, I won't go down that rabbit hole. But reversal, I saw this. I mean, I saw this pullback coming in, and if you think about this candle was solid down to here, and then it started pushing up. When that happened, I added 2 more contracts. I traded all the way to here. I got out for a $486 profit. I could have held this thing all the way to here and probably would have doubled my profit. So I probably would have had close to 1,000 if I had stayed in, or maybe 800. Depends on if I had scaled out. I do like to scale out quite often because I like to just put away profit. That way the market can't take it from me. So easy trade, and how I should have traded this, honestly, my strategy is once you get into trade, you use the 20 EMA as your trend guide. There's two ways of looking at this. When you get very extended from your 20, what I will do is, let's just say this, well, this is pretty extended too. This is a long way. So, and what I mean by that is you have to think about it as you're trading. What are you willing to give back? Say if this price comes back this far, you're literally giving back all your profit, right? You got in here. You'd be giving back all your profit if you allowed this to pull back here and then look for a retest. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I want to provide one of the ways I'm trading a lot more frequently now, and it's actually really working out very well. So if I get a move up and I get two red candles, I didn't do this today, but I usually take all profit off the table on my second red candle. The reason for that is, let's say this pulls all the way back and then we get a green candle and then a green over green. As soon as I get that second green candle over my green close, I buy back in and get right back into the action. And then I rinse and repeat all the way up. Every two reds, I take profit. I let it pull back. I hop in on the second and and ride it all the way up. So in reality, the way I should have traded this, in this one, there was a couple of reasons why I didn't actually take profit here. So it isn't always it isn't always black and white, right? So I'm watching Nasdaq, ES, Qs, Apple, and all the other stocks: Microsoft, Meta, AMD, TSM, Amazon, SMCI, Google, ARM. So I'm keeping an eye on every stock that's going as I'm trading, and I'm focusing on how they're moving, what's happening. And if I see a consistency of majority of stocks pushing up at the time this is coming down, sometimes I'll hold it. Now, could that be the wrong choice? Yes, but in my experience, typically if you have SPY, SPX, and Nasdaq, um, Qs pushing up, Tesla's most likely going to continue in that same direction with it. So at this time that was happening. So I decided to just to add right here instead of getting out. And it worked out beautifully. I got up here, I took all profit, I made a 486. But the way I should have traded this is got to my 215, and I could have done one of two things: taken all profit at this level, or taken all off except for maybe two runners, and then just let it go. And on this pullback, most likely maybe I would have got out right here, and then I would have looked for a push down, a push back up, and I would have re-entered right there on that candle. Of course, may not have got a profit on this one, because if I waited for the second red, I would have got out here. But that's okay, because I'll continue up here. That wouldn't have happened to me on this one. I would have exited here. Why? See this blue line? That's my long LRC. That's telling me that this is a potential reversal point. So whenever I get to my long LRCs, I always take my profit, and then so this push to this and start coming down, that's showing me a rejection at this level. I would have taken profit right here. That's just how I trade it. And then I possibly, maybe not, you could have got right back into this. So you had a pull back to the 20, you had a green candle, and you had a candle go over the green candle, over the close. This would have been an entry right there. Would have then taken this up, probably scaled out at the blue again in case we got another reversal, and then got all out at 220, because I know that's a major level. So you had two kind of major levels, and you can see how it was affected by it affected the price at that location. So anyhow, that's how I traded, how I should have traded Tesla, and I would have probably profited roughly 800 to 1,000 just on that one trade. And then my next trade was Qs, and I got in Qs around 10:30 today. Was a great trade. It really set up well. I was kind of sitting on my hands today because I was concerned about how the day was going to go. Another thing to think about, we had an extremely large move yesterday. So you have to be really careful